Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. And in this video I'm going to be giving you the answer to the question, should you go to a UX design bootcamp? Now I know there's many of you who have actually portfolios and resumes and you just need to brush up a bit of your skills and you are considering, is a UX bootcamp worth for me, because chances are it's going to be expensive and it's going to take a lot of time. You are wondering this question and you stumbled upon this video. Now I also know there are many of you who don't know anything about UX design or UI design. You're a serious beginner, but you are ambitious and you want a career change. So what I'm going to do in this video is basically going to give you some constraints on what you should think about if you want to attend a UX design bootcamp or not, because a lot of you will have different scenarios. You might have the same goals as the person next to you, but your conditions might be different. So what this video will do is will share with you the questions I asked myself when I was considering if I should attend the UX design bootcamp or not, so that you can weigh the benefits and the costs and at the end decide for yourself. Now, before I will lay out to you the questions I asked myself when I was considering if I should attend the UX design bootcamp or not, I'm going to share with you a bit of my story, but I'm gonna keep it short. So if you really want to learn my UX design story, please click on the title that is appearing right now at the top. In that video, I'm going to be giving you my whole timeline of how I got interested in UX design, how I got my first UX design job, the whole shtick. When I was actually going to look at UX design jobs, I was just out of university and I already had a portfolio with some of my UI design skills and UX design skills. I was not a total beginner. I had 3 projects. I had some non-profit work already. So my skill gap was mostly in job hunt. I did not know how to job hunt as a UX designer, or even if I had picked another career like a software engineer, I would be bad at it. That is why I picked basically a job application bootcamp called Rise, where it's a company that helps people in the tech industry find jobs through following proven strategies. And that's the gap I had, and that's how I filled it. Now, for you, your situation might be different, so I would still advise you to, even if you do not know how to apply to jobs, you might also be lacking UI design skills or UX design skills, and a UX design bootcamp might be the best choice for you. After all, it just wasn't for me. Most UX designers will benefit a lot from UX design bootcamps if they have a general skill sets. What do I mean by this? Consider this question: what is your current skill gap as a UI UX designer? A UX design bootcamp will be very beneficial to those designers who are lacking certain things in UI design, who are lacking certain things in UX design, and who are also lacking certain things as a knowledge gap in the job hunting process. And a bootcamp might be a very good holistic approach to get better in all of these things. However, from what I'm seeing and hearing from other designers as well, it gets harder to get quality from UX design bootcamps when you are a typical designer where you are very good at UI design and you only need UX design experience, or you are very good at UX design, you only need to get better at UI design. For those situations, I believe certain specific courses are much better to invest in than actual UX design bootcamp. If you are somebody who is very good at UX design skills and you are good at applying to jobs but you are bad at UI design, well, chances are it might be better for you to invest in a great UI design course like Eric Kennedy's Learn UI Design course, and that will actually give you the best benefit for your buck. I believe these are very important to consider whether you are lacking a huge gap in your skills across different sub skills or you're just missing one piece of the puzzle. Now, the second question I asked myself when I was considering a UX bootcamp was, what was my opportunity cost? And this was very important for me. Now, I want you to ask this to yourself as well, and there are many types of opportunity cost you will have for this. For example, for the tuition, the price of the UX bootcamp, can you actually cover it with your current savings, or are you going to take on debt? This was very important for me, as at the time I didn't have that much money in my savings savings to cover for the whole tuition of a UX design bootcamp. And the second question you can ask is, can you get scholarships? Meaning, if you can get a scholarship that's 50% or 100%, that actually makes the UX design bootcamp offer so much better for your career because you actually are paying less but getting more benefit. And the third thing I would ask for you is to consider the time investment. If it's a full-time UX design bootcamp, can you actually work at the same time that you are taking the bootcamp? Because those 3-4 months when you are not going to be able to work, where you are actually learning design, is you are losing the paychecks of like 4 months. So maybe a part-time option of a UX design bootcamp might be better for you, or like I said, just consider courses. These are some 3-4 things that I believe are very important in terms of your opportunity cost on what you are going to lose if you take on the UX design bootcamp choice. Now, the last question I would ask myself is, why do I want to become a UX designer? And it's a very corny question, but I believe this answer is very important, because your best case scenario might not actually be that great if UX design career for you is just for seeking status or something else, or you just want a paycheck. Now, what do I mean by this is, let's say you actually went to a UX design bootcamp like Design Lab, you graduated, and within 3 months you got a job, and 2 years later you find out UX design career is actually not that good for you. And I believe that is your worst case scenario, because you achieved your goal, you paid for something, also you invested a lot of time and effort, and you lost some money along the way, and now you want to switch careers again. I would really ask myself, and also to you, why you want to become a UI UX designer. Is it to actually have your friends respect you more, or is it to get into a better social standing with the increased income, or do you like to be creative and talk to people and you actually enjoy the whole design process? Not all of it, but at least most of it. And these were very important questions to me, because I didn't want the software engineering route again, where I studied something because I found it interesting, but at the end I had to switch. So I would really ask myself this question and consider my motives. If you haven't already, please click above for the 5 negative downsides in the UX industry, where you get to also see what are bad about the UX industry, so that you do not glamorize the UX design job. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it a lot. And if you actually benefited from this video and you want to learn more about how to become a better UI UX designer, please smash that subscribe button below if you haven't already, so that we can stay in touch. Hey guys, I have put 2 more videos at the end of this video that I believe will make you have a better career in UI UX design. Make sure you check them out, and if you have any questions, make sure that you drop a comment below.